Very good morning. After a very long time, I had a very nice and pleasant experience in terms of customer service, in terms of customer care. So, to give you a little background, I was having a bit of a problem with one of my bank accounts. And in fact, in this country, everything is about KYC, that is, you got to put in all your identification papers to the bank, and if you have done it earlier, you got to do it again as a part of a process and protocol. So as usual, the request came and I gave it in, and now everything being digital, it's through your mobile app. Some of it you do from your system, some from the app. So there's still that to and fro from a laptop or a system to a app on your phone tends to get a little confusing, and sometimes the thing doesn't go through at all. Even if you upload multiple times, it somehow doesn't go through. Anyway, I did the best I could, and very strangely, when I was doing it through the app, everything goes through, but my date of birth refused to go through for some strange reason, and it said, please report to your branch. The first time I've heard of this, that for a date of birth you have to go. Maybe they have to see my beautiful face. I don't know. Anyway, if that's the process, that's the process. We respect it. I respect it. So I said, okay, I've sent most of my stuff, so it should be okay. And the day the bank opens, it's the next week, starting on a Monday, I'll go across. Before I know, I get a message, because I was trying to transfer a small amount of money to one of my, I think it was to a newspaper guy or to somebody like that, and it says, sorry, you can't use your account because your account is blocked. I said, what? I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I know for a fact, and we all know, that from the day we open an account, they have all the documents, especially date of birth and the supporting documents, whether it's a passport, whether it's a PAN card in our situation, or the Aadhaar card again in the Indian context. So everything is there. Then why this? I can understand the security measures. I can understand it and I respect it. But what do you do if there is an urgent payment to be made, whether it's an insurance premium or an educational fee, especially if the child is overseas, and you have a deadline to meet, whether it comes to a business? What do? You're stuck. So anyway, I made my frantic calls, and the RM came online, very, very friendly. He said, we'll try and do our best, sir. Not to worry, we'll send out emails, we'll do this, we'll do that. But please do come on Monday, because Saturday may be a day off. Luckily for me, Saturday was a working day, because it's the 5th Saturday. So I landed up, and the lady who was taking care of me, very kind, very supportive. In fact, she gave full attention to my case. I sat there as support to her. She continuously said, I'm so sorry for this inconvenience, but what to do? It is something that is there for the safety of the clients, and process being a process, we really can't do much but to follow it. I said, I respect it, I honor it. And the long story short, this lady gave me coffee and tea and chatted a little bit here and there about my career, her career, and how it is in banking and what are the new processes coming in. She kept me engaged, and it was information that was really good. Latest, simple, short, one can understand it. A layman can understand it. A non-banking guy can understand it. While she continued doing work, she went 2-3 times outside to speak to a senior, get the approvals, etc., etc., etc. So within about a span of 20 minutes of me sitting there, this lady had sorted it out with a smile and the apologies coming again. And then she said, look, we'll try and make sure that it doesn't happen again, because if the thing doesn't go through properly through the system, there is a tendency for it to go back to the mode of your account being blocked or inactive. But anyway, she assured me, she did everything she could, And 2-3 other clients came, but she politely told them, please wait, I have a very important case here. And she did the whole thing for me, and my account got activated in front of me. Now, there is no better example of customer service, customer satisfaction. In fact, I'll say customer delight, because this was truly a delightful experience. The RM who was helping me constantly kept in touch saying, I hope it's done, anything else I can do. The lady at the branch who was helping me, she was super efficient, super kind, really, really nice. A role model, if one was to look at it. Why am I sharing all this with you? It's because this is what customer service is, where the person doesn't argue about what happened and start defending himself or herself or the institution. Explain with patience and compassion what the system is all about. Educate the client. Offer as much comfort as possible. And most importantly, be genuinely concerned about the client's problem. Genuinely. And try your level best to do something for that client. And really show it in action, not just words. Now, when you have this kind of treatment coming, I don't think anybody in their right senses would like to get upset, angry, or the worst case scenario, shut shop in that institution and move somewhere else. Because institution is made by people. And you'll all agree, it's the people, their behavior, their attitude, their approach to their clients who are feeding them. So it goes both ways. The client feeds them, they in turn give service, which is like feeding us, the client. So when there is a handshake, a proper handshake, that's when the entire experience, the journey becomes enjoyable. There's no bitterness, there's no unpleasantness. In fact, both learn. The person sitting on the counter, the employee, he or she learns about the client, and what better way to service a client when they get to know more about the client. And what better way for a client to know about the person who's dealing with them, because then they know what are the processes, what are the protocols, and how that person is, and what is it that they require to help you in terms of documentation, in terms of whatever paperwork or anything else that they require. So I had a fantastic experience, and I thought I must share this with you because it is important even for a client to understand what that other person is going through who's trying to help you. It is vital that even customers or clients respect and have compassion to the kind of pain they are going through. And trust me when I say this, you have no clue, being a client who's there at the institution for 10, 15, 20, half an hour or 1 hour. You have no idea of the kind of pressure they go through. So we need to be, as clients, we need to be a little compassionate and patient, and most importantly, respect. So I leave you with this thought and these thoughts about the journey wherever you may go next time to deal with people in an institution that is helping you. Have a lovely day.